Justin Rowland with CatsIllustrated.com, and I go to great lengths for you people because I just tracked down big 6'8", 6'9", 6'9" offensive tackle Nick Lewis from Jacksonville, Florida, the same high school that Mac Jones went to. Kentucky fans familiar with him. Nick, you were in Kentucky today. Could you tell me what you thought about your trip?
I loved it. I love the people. I love the campus. It's a beautiful campus. He took me to everywhere. I even went to the basketball court. I played a little bit of basketball with him. And that was fun to get to know him and spend some time with him. And I really enjoyed myself.
What was it like going out at the basketball court here at Kentucky? Was that a pretty surreal experience?
Pretty surreal, playing basketball. And one of the best basketball, playgrounds for college athletes is amazing. And for me to go there and play with their for their practices. It was amazing, extraordinary, and I loved it.
Maybe in another life you could have been a basketball player, but it looks like you found your calling for football. So tell me a little bit about what the coaches think about you. I've heard that they're pretty high on you. I mean, have they shared their feelings on you or what they like about you as a player?
Yeah, I went and talked to him. He showed me some of their plays from last year. He was telling me, he was quizzing me on was I paying attention, was I listening to him. I answered a lot of the questions right, so that kind of impressed him. I guess he thinks that I'm very smart, when it comes to football.
And who did you talk to today for the most part?
Coach John.
Coach Schlarman?
Coach Schlarman.
And you met some other coaches today too.
Coach Morrow.
Coach Morrow.
He took me around, took me to the basketball court, played basketball with him. I met Coach Thomas, receivers coach. Most of the guys weren't there because they start practice tomorrow. So most of the coaches weren't there. Coach Troop wasn't there. I wasn't able to meet him. But I met some of the players. I talked to them, and they said that it's a wonderful experience here, and they loved it.
Were you able to take Coach Morrow in basketball?
He wouldn't let me, man. He was being a little scared, but
yeah.
It's okay. I would love to come back and show him what I got.
A lot of people would look at this situation and say Kentucky offered not too long ago, and you came up, on your own dime, an unofficial visit into the summer. That seems like you got some real interest. I mean,
of course.
How high would you say your interest is now that you visited?
I'm still mixed, with the class that I have now. This is really my second really real visit that I've taken. I took one to Missouri, and that was my really only visit that I really took. So those two are the only really visits I took. So until I take some more visits and talk to a lot more coaches, I'm still getting offers. So it's gonna be a process. I'm actually dropping my top schools tomorrow.
Okay. You know how many you're gonna get it down to?
7, 8, maybe.
Work in progress. What about Mac Jones? What did he? I've spoken to you about it once before. He said some nice things about Kentucky.
Of course, he said he still loves it, and he says that if I get the opportunity, if I like it, so of course to go there. He said he loves the coaches. He says Coach Stoops is a great guy, and Coach Morrow was his guy too. So he had a lot of good things to say about Kentucky.
How did you like the facilities? They redid the facilities here a couple of years ago. What did you think about them?
They were amazing. They were great. I loved them. They were good to see. My uncles, my dad, they all loved them.
Seems like Iowa State, if I'm not mistaken, they showed you a lot of love early, and maybe you feel a little bit of loyalty to them for taking a leap out with you. Are they in the mix? Is that a school you're looking at?
Of course. There's a lot of schools in the mix. I'm going to sit down with my parents and my uncle, and think of a lot of schools. And tomorrow I'm going to put the best 8 out there, and some schools that I think that will offer that of course going to be in my top 5.
So you're going to drop this list, and then are you planning on taking all of your officials, or do you know?
Probably take all of my officials if I have the time to take all my officials.
Okay, sounds good. Nick Lewis, let me track him down in a Logan Steakhouse. I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot.